What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Mad Caddies. Indeed, I didn't realize it had slipped as long as it had, so apologies there. It had been about a month, like maybe a month and a half even. Nevertheless, it's back on the radar now, so we're continuing through their 2003 album Just One More, and the next tune is called Leavin. You know, it's a simple concept, the idea of departing. The feeling of it as I look at it in the track listing is that it's a more permanent final departure. You know, in Japanese it would be sayonara instead of some other ways they could say goodbye, a final severing. Now, it might not be that at all. It could be about just leaving someplace mentally and, you know, reinvigorating yourself, but I feel like leaving here maybe is going to be more literal, more physical. But yeah, like I said, it could still be a number of different directions, but for some reason there's a sense of finality when I look at it, but that could just be my own subjective interpretation. Let's find out, or it certainly is my own subjective interpretation, but it could just be the way that, you know, my brain is wired. Nevertheless, let's find out. This is Mad Caddies, the tune is Leavin', and it's from the 2003 album Just One More. So not permanently final, but open-ended. So I jumped into the back of an 18-wheeler and I ignored destination, didn't even ask. With the wisdom that my father gave me ringing in my head so clearly, son, this one's gonna kick you in the ass. Wanna go now, and I'm not scared of it, so it's just begun. Oh yeah, life goes by so damn quickly for me. One has some fun. Now looking back on all the days gone by, I sit and wonder what it'd be like if I know where I'm way. I see the world the way I do, the memories that brought me to this place that I now call my own today. Wanna go there, and I'm not scared of time, it's just begun. Oh yeah, life goes by so damn quickly for me. Wanna have some fun. Life goes by so damn quickly for me. Wanna have some fun. So be my hand, my hand. First time they did a switch like that, I sort of felt coming. In the end, I'll be alright. It's a sultry ska song. Interesting. I couldn't pick up the whole narrative, but yeah, like, one of the thoughts I had is that it could be about leaving, like leaving your hometown, which it sounds like that's sort of what it was, but it wasn't permanent, it wasn't final, it wasn't I'm never coming back. It was like, hey, I need to go out, see the world, do these things, I'll be back one day. But yeah, there seemed to be, you know, this place that I now call home. There was another line like that, so then it suggests that a fair amount of time, or at least some time, has passed since the initial departure when he was just about 17. And there were some other lines where I wasn't catching the full lyrics, so I'm not quite sure, you know, what was encountered out in the world and like what the nature of that activity out there and where this new home is. So yeah, there's some layers that I just didn't pick up on a first listen, but as I said, it sounds like a leaving your hometown and going out and facing the world type of tune. Yeah, cool tune. It originally, or at the opening minute or so, it had a like a real party type of ska feel. Then there was a moment where it almost felt I don't know, like country is the wrong word, but it felt sort of like Western style ska, and then it eventually went into that real brass heavy section with the sultry saxophone and so on. That was really fantastic. Then it stripped it back down again, even as it sped it up, if that makes sense, and basically did the opening bit again, but in a more again stripped down form. I enjoyed that too. So the sequencing of the track I enjoyed a lot, but most notably that middle section where the horns really took over. I mean, their horns sound good, like earlier in the song and just in general. It's something I've noticed on pretty much all the reactions I've done, even though they've had some different flavors of ska. But yeah, that middle section, it really stood out. Just the swankiness, the sultriness of the brass was really outstanding. So yeah, another top track. Once again, shout out to multiple people for encouraging me to go through the Mad Caddies, Ryan as well as Ska Punker. I do appreciate you both. And yeah, like I said, apologies for this one slipping off, but it's back on the radar now, so hopefully it'll be more regular. Do let me know what you think of this one. I will see you next time. Peace.